Jesus, and today I'm going to challenge you with a question. What are you looking at? Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Here's my question to you. Where do you look for answers? I remember once hearing a speaker, and what he said was that when we go through tough times, when we're really under pressure, that reveals who our true God is. If we look to ourselves to meet that pressure, then we're our God. If we look to finances to meet that pressure, then finances are our God. Or if we look to other people to help us and basically take us through that pressure, then they've become our God. And the thing is that rather than that being a deliberate decision, the problem often comes about of replacing the real God with these other things that we rely on, because we're used to giving our attention elsewhere. It's easy to slip into that way of thinking. I remember a really story that really got my attention when I was reading the biography of Smith Wigglesworth. And Smith Wigglesworth was an English evangelist who had an incredible healing ministry and miracle ministry. He became known as the Apostle of Faith, and he saw a number of people raised from the dead. Fantastic man of God. And one day he was visited by a good friend. A friend knocked on the door, and Smith came to the door and opened the door, and he just started talking to him on the step. And eventually the friend asked him, "Well, aren't you going to invite me in?" And Wigglesworth is reported to have answered, "You can come in, but that thing is not coming in with you." And he looked just under his friend's arm, and there was a newspaper. And basically what he was saying is that newspaper stays outside. He wouldn't let him bring that newspaper in. Now, what's all that about? Well, it's about this, that Wigglesworth was renowned for his faith, and he was determined to keep his eyes on the things which are unseen, the things of God. He didn't want to get distracted by the things of the world and you know, all that sort of thing that might bring fear, that might bring anxiety, that, you know, today we have a plague of fake news that definitely brings fear, definitely brings worry and anxiety. And God worked great miracles through Smith Wigglesworth and through his ministry. And just like the Apostle Paul, he knew where to put his attention. And so my question is, do we? How does it look when we measure up where we put our attention against what Paul is talking about here? Where do we put our attention and our trust when we're under pressure? And I just want to leave you with that challenge today. So Father, I thank you. I thank you that your word is a revealer of our thoughts and the intentions of our hearts. And Lord, I'm choosing to trust in you, to lean not on my own understanding. And I pray that you will teach me to look at what is unseen and not at what is seen. Amen.